For me, a shotgun is the best home defense weapon. It's oriented for fighting at close distances and is needlessly robust to take down any threats regardless of the type of load that you use. Of course, the mere sight of a shotgun can really shrink the balls of anyone who is trying to invade your abode. Lucky for you, shotguns aren't rare, especially in today's market. But listen, I know quite a few that really excel at defending homes. Hey, this is your boy Ted from Line 45, and today I am going to give you a rundown of the best home defense shotguns this 2024. But first, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe button. You can see all those buttons below this video. I know it feels like a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now let's get back to the good stuff. Mossberg 590A1. I opted to introduce the Mossberg 590A1 first on this list. If you simply want a shotgun that shoots whenever you need it, this gun right here is the perfect candidate. It isn't expensive either, and has a rugged construction that lets you operate it efficiently even outside the comforts of your home. This is a pump-action shotgun and is usually available in two barrel lengths. One is an 18.5-inch barrel, and the other is a flat 20-inch model. Its length varies as well, with the longest being 41 inches and the shortest being only 36 inches. If your home has a restricted area, I suggest that you get its 36-inch model, as it offers better maneuverability even in tight spaces. Most of the time, the Mossberg 590A1 gets a standard 8-round capacity, and they are loaded on a fixed magazine. However, the real appeal of the 590A1 is the fact that it was originally designed for the U.S. military. Hence, it's insanely solid and is optimized for combat use. Compared to the Mossberg 500, this one has a thick-walled barrel, a rugged receiver, and a durable finish. Plus, its trigger guard is built entirely from metal and is sized enough to accept a gloved finger. At the same time, it's already available in different configurations, from the type of stock up to the sights that it uses. Regardless of which model you choose, I can assure you that a Mossberg 590A1 is reliable and durable. Its steel-to-steel lockup is solid and includes dual extractors and an anti-jam elevator. It shoots efficiently, and so far I have zero issues with its accuracy, especially given that it's meant for close-quarter applications. Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. Beretta is a fine maker of shotguns, and it's quite evident by how it dominates the shotgun market. Just last year, the Italian manufacturer gave us the A300 Ultima Patrol, and since then, it has gotten the fanfare it deserved. Needless to say, the Ultima Patrol is something that you would want to use for tactical and defense use. It's a 12-gauge, semi-auto, gas-operated shotgun that has a standard capacity of 7+1 rounds. It comes with a mobile choke, which is a proprietary Beretta choke tube system that allows interchangeable tubes to control shot pattern spread. It is designed for smoother shot transitions and better pattern density. The shotgun is 38 inches long in total, while its barrel is 19 inches long. Among its distinct features are the presence of accessory mounts, optimized loading port, and, my favorite, the oversized controls. Notably, there are similarities between this shotgun and the Beretta 1301. Perhaps the line that separates the two is that the 1301 is manufactured in Italy, while the A300 Ultima Patrol is made here in the United States, specifically in the company's plant in Tennessee. At a weight of roughly 7 pounds, the Ultima Patrol is seriously light, and this adds value to the gun as a home defense weapon. With a light shotgun, you can basically wield and shoot it with zero issues. Even with added optics, this Beretta shotgun is still on the lighter end of the scale. I also have to note that its forend and grip are properly textured. They are aggressive and do an excellent job of sticking to your hands. Its iron sights are also reliable, precise, and rugged. But yes, as I've mentioned, you can fit a red dot into this shotgun for added accuracy to your shots. Savage Renegade Security. I also recommend that you check the Savage Renegade Security. Honestly, this shotgun was just recently introduced to me, but it did impress me right from the get-go. This is a 12-gauge, semi-auto, gas-operated shotgun with a capacity of 6+1 rounds. It weighs around 7 pounds and measures up to 40 inches long. But since it has an adjustable length of pull between 14.25 inches and 15 inches, you can still tailor-fit its size to your liking. Plus, you can swap its inserts so that you can configure the comb height of its stock. Meanwhile, its barrel is 18.5 inch long. The Savage Renegade security is built for practical use. It's very difficult to load, even in high-pressure situations. It has a competition-ready recessed magazine port, which provides clear access for faster loading. This design ensures that shells can be quickly inserted without obstruction, making it efficient for defensive use. Its ghost ring sights are quite decent. However, keep in mind that it doesn't have a rail. If you want one, you have to buy it separately. I did run this shotgun without a red dot, and it's fairly accurate at 7 to 15 yards. But yes, it would really benefit if you can get a red dot into this shotgun, as it will improve the precision of your shots. I've mentioned earlier that this one is a gas-operated shotgun, but the thing is, it's not using a run-of-the-mill gas action. Instead, it incorporates the patented dual-regulating inline valve gas system, which ensures reliable cycling with both low recoil and high brass shells. By all means, this thing is not only fast, but it's also a soft shooter. And given that it has oversized controls, operating the pistol is such a breeze, which should help you tackle high-pressure situations. Benelli M4. I don't need to make an argument as to why I included the Benelli M4 in this video. Unlike other shotguns here, the Benelli M4 has already reached legendary status, being one of the first semi-auto tactical shotguns. It deserves such merit. Plus, it's a reliable workhorse, proven by how it has deeply enamored tactical operators and even the simplest law enforcement folks for over 20 years already. The Benelli M4 is still a 12-gauge semi-auto gas-operated shotgun, same as the other units in this list. But given that it's older than most of the shotguns here, I can really say that the Benelli M4 was ahead of its competition when it was first introduced. The M4 is 40 inches long and has an 18.5-inch barrel, so it's quite longer than most of the shotguns here. You can still maneuver it in hallways and rooms though, so there's no issue here. It even has an adjustable length of pull, so that you can tailor-fit its size to your preference. Reliability is perhaps the reason why the Benelli M4 is such a bestseller, despite it being expensive. Keep in mind that a unit of this costs around $2,000, but people still buy it. Having this gun is almost an assurance that you can defend your home from invaders and threats. It runs defensive slugs and light target loads flawlessly, with a smoothness that it owes to its action. Since the gun is hefty and well-balanced, it's actually very fun and comfortable to shoot this thing. It punches strongly and accurately, and that alone should scare any evildoers in your property. Perhaps its only shortcoming is the fact that it doesn't hold as much capacity as other modern tactical shotguns. In particular, this one only holds 5+1 rounds, which is in contrast to the usual 7+1 round capacity of its competitors. But by all means, that is still not a deal breaker. Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2. While there are a lot of shotguns you can actually use for home defense, the Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2 is still a striking option for a number of reasons. The Beretta 1301 is exemplary because, first, it has a flawless sub-3-pound trigger and a clean gas action. Basically, what I am trying to say is that this shotgun is fast. In situations where you need speed and execution, the Beretta 1301 is something you can rely heavily on. Of course, I also have to highlight that this damn thing is extremely reliable, regardless if you shoot buckshot rounds or light target loads. The Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2 is a 12-gauge semi-auto shotgun that has a standard capacity of 7+1 rounds. It has a well-balanced design, and its construction is quite fitting for shooting in tight spaces and hallways. It's only 37 inches long and features an 18-inch barrel. Overall, it tips the scale less than 7 pounds, so in the grand scheme, it's definitely light enough to be handled by anyone. The sights of the Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2 are also impressive. The fixed front post sight and adjustable ghost ring rear sight are durable and precise. You are also given the option to mount a red dot into a Picatinny rail, which is placed just in front of the rear sight. But that's not the only one. Its folding stock has a mounting plate as well, and there, you can toss in virtually any RMR pattern optics. And oh, speaking of the folding stock of this shotgun is sourced from Chisel Machining. Basically, it features an adjustable cheek height and length of pull, which I think is around 13 inches. This level of flexibility lets you match the size of the gun based on your preferences and needs. There's a lot that I want to talk about this shotgun, and it deserves its own video in the future. But this time, let me assure you that this is one of the most solid options you have for a home defense firearm. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load.